Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now if you guys didn't see the last video I posted, it's the best setup on every single zombies map. Make sure you guys go and check that out because I worked really hard on it. And I want to see it do good. It's 51 minutes long. I put about 30 hours into it. Anyways, what are we doing today? We're going to be ranking every single Easter egg in Black Ops 3 from easiest to hardest. So this is from Shadows to Revelations. This does not include the Giant. So there's 5 maps, and we're going from easiest to hardest, starting at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have Revelations. Now this shouldn't surprise anyone, because the hardest thing about the Revelations Easter egg is the RNG. And now they're fairly simple steps in the Easter egg once you learn how to do them. I know like solving them is very difficult. You're just shooting you shoot like 10 or 11 space rocks in the Easter egg, okay? But those aren't actually difficult steps once you know how to do them and know where to find them, okay? That's kind of what makes it easier. There's also exploits on co-op, so you don't actually have to like try to defend the gatekeeper. The second player can hold a zombie in the Apothecon, and the zombies in the Apothecon will not move, and they will just sit there the whole time, so you can skip that step, essentially. And the helmets and the wonder weapon selection make the boss fight a joke. Now, the boss fight is already a joke, and it's already the easiest one in the game, but the fact that you can get a Margwa helmet with very minimal effort just by doing the Easter egg naturally, and that means that Margwa Slam does like half damage, so you essentially can take more and more hits from the Margwas, and the Margwas aren't very difficult either way because you have a Thunder Gun that can take them out in 3 clicks. The boss fight is already a joke, okay? It's super easy. People have completed this boss fight in under 60 seconds, and when you pair that with the overpowered God Masks and the overpowered wonder weapons, this boss fight is a joke, and that's why it comes in as our easiest Easter egg in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Alright, now coming in at the next spot, we have Zetsubo no Shima. Now this might surprise people. Some of you might have been expecting to see Drak, and don't worry, we'll get to it. But Zetsubo no Shima, why? Because it is only marginally longer than the setup. I mean, seriously, the entire Easter egg is the full setup from top to bottom. Getting your wonder weapon, getting your specialist, okay? That is the Easter egg, and then you just have to get 3 more cogs. Now, they're not very difficult. Obviously, you have the zipline cog where you shock him and he falls off the zipline and he will grab the cog. You have one where you simply hit a gobble gum. Okay, now the setup on Zetsubo is known to be extremely long and excruciating and tedious, and that's why I decided to put it above Revelations. Now, the biggest struggle is the early game and keeping track of what you need to do, like keeping track of your plants, what parts you need to grab, your challenges, everything like that. You also have an easy boss fight and 2 easy boss fights. They're not necessarily difficult at all, especially when you compare them to harder boss fights like Drak or Garad Krovi, or even Mephistopheles from Infinite Warfare if you want to go there. So coming in at the next spot, we have Drak. That's right, okay? The reason I have this at the number 3 spot is because upgrading the bow and getting your pack-punch is pretty simple. That's the first step of the Easter egg, and it really isn't that difficult. Now, compared to Zetsubo, there is some, like Zetsubo is mostly just about grabbing things around the map and the collective things, whereas Drak, it's more gameplay steps. You can easily die on the Keeper. You also have to not end the round after you get the first code from the safe after the first time travel. That's difficult. I have ended the round about 1,000,000 times killing that Panzer, where I have to redo the Wisp step so I can go back in time and time travel and get that fucking code again. It is a fairly difficult Easter egg, and the boss fight is also, once you figure it out, it's pretty simple. If you've beaten it before, you can beat it again, but the first time you have to beat that is very, very hard. I should know, I spent 6 months trying to beat Drak. It was the first Easter egg I ever did, and yeah, it was pretty hard, so I got some appreciation for this one. Now, Drak is fairly difficult. However, the next 2 maps I'm about to mention are, in my opinion, on like kind of a different level. So number 2, we have Shadows of Evil. Now it's similar to Zetsubo in that it's mostly just the setup, as in like upgrading the sword, but you have lots of Margwas to kill and lots of gameplay steps that are very difficult, such as the Arch Ovum step, which will see you kill 7 Margwas. Along with the rituals, you have to kill like 11, 12 in total. You have to kill a lot of Margwas for this Easter egg. And there's also the flag step, which is extremely difficult. I've died on the flag step trying to do it solo. Now obviously you need 4 players, which is just even more difficult than the Easter egg itself, actually. Getting 4 players who want to do the Shadows of Evil Easter egg and are good enough to do it. Now, people often say that it has an easy boss fight, but that's not really the point of the Easter egg, and that's not what makes it difficult. What makes it difficult is that you need 4 players who are coordinated, and you need 4 players who can hold their own in a zombies game and are decent zombie players. Really, that's about it. Alright, so the hardest Easter egg in Black Ops 3 Zombies is Garad Crovey. Now, this should come to nobody's surprise, because it has a mix of collectible steps, like having to get these 6 trophies for Sophia, and gameplay steps, which each of those 6 trophies that you collect equivalents to another gameplay step that are very difficult. Just some of the ones that come to mind right off the top of my head. The Green-Eyed Mangler is super difficult, as you have to not kill it and you have to get it into his fucking thing, so you shoot off his arm cannon so he runs, but you can't kill him. And if you don't want to shoot off his arm cannon because it's too risky and you're gonna kill him, then you gotta walk him through your fucking horde of zombies, and the whole thing is difficult. And the drone, right? Now the boss fight, the Easter egg, you don't technically need the Ray Gun Mark III, but without it, it is practically impossible. I mean, seriously, have any of you guys tried to do the Garad Crovey Easter egg without the Ray Gun Mark III? It is very, very difficult, because some of those steps, like the drone step, is almost impossible without it, I swear to God. On top of countless defense steps, this Easter egg will always have you on your toes, and it's a lot of fun, and it's very difficult. And then you close it off with a really, really hard boss fight, the hardest boss fight in Black Ops 3 Zombies, without a doubt, with the dragon. And then after you defeat the dragon, you have to kill Nikolai, which is also just very hard. So, yeah. Now, all of these Easter eggs can be made a lot more easy with Mega Gobblegums, and really aren't a problem at all if you have like an unlimited access to them. But for those of us who do not, I am one of them, they're a lot of a struggle to do, and you end up saving up your Mega Gobblegums to do it. But anyways, tell me what you guys thought of the list, and make sure you guys leave a like and comment down below. This is going to hopefully be my second video of the week, which is something I haven't done for a very long time. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. Tell your friends. Do whatever you want. I don't care.